City of Stevens Point Police and Fire Commission meeting, recorded September 23, 2022.
It's time to call to order this special Police and Fire Commission meeting of September 23rd, 10 a.m. Leanne, would you please call the roll?
Kirschling.
Here.
Moore.
Here.
Morozek. Here. Taylor.
Here.
Ostrowski.
Here. Okay, everyone is present and accounted for. Agenda item number 2 is discussion possible action to hire 2 firefighter paramedics. Chief Moody.
So after running an entry-level firefighter paramedic interview process, I'd like to make the recommendation that to hire 2 new firefighter paramedics, Bryce Mosley and Brianna Windsor.
What was the last name? Winsler?
Windsor. Windsor.
All right. Is there any questions?
They would
I'll make a motion to hire Bryce Mosley and Brianna Windsor. What would be the effective start date?
They are going to, they will receive conditional offers yet today or Monday. They'll have 72 hours to return that paperwork to the Stevens Point Fire Department. And then they'll go through the onboarding process that usually takes about 3 to 4 weeks to complete. So we would be looking at starting them, we're looking at our next academy starting either November 7th or November 14th if everything works out right.
And then I'll add to that motion upon completion of the boarding process that the fire department typically goes through.
Can we make it pending the boarding process, or?
We don't have to, because with that conditional offer, that long as the recommendation you're accepting that, we'll put the conditional offer out there. If they don't complete or meet
Okay.
that,
Then they're good.
we don't go any further.
Okay, cool. I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and second. Any further questions or comments?
Chief, they would be paramedics and firefighters?
Correct. They will be firefighter paramedics.
Okay, any other questions?
Oh, and where would this put us in head count, Chief?
Well, I'd like to address that at the end after we get through everything, and I'd like to point a few things out, but I will bring that up.
Sounds good. Okay, no more questions.
Okay, any questions about this specific agenda item? Hearing none. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Agenda item number 3, discussion with possible action to appoint firefighter paramedic Peter Ostrowski to MPO.
So with a lot of movement in the Stevens Point Fire Department and a motor pump operator position currently open, I would like to recommend the appointment of firefighter paramedic Pete Ostrowski to the motor pump operator position.
Chief, can you explain what the motor pump operation position is?
Sure. So we have 3 crews, and on each, there's a total of 6 motor pump operator positions within the Stevens Point Fire Department. There are 2 on each crew, and those positions, they basically operate our pieces of heavy equipment within the department. So there's 1 assigned to each station. At Station 1, they drive and pump engine 1 on all fires or wherever we go. And out at Station 2 on Tower 2, they would drive, pump, or operate the aerial. They have to be certified in both pumper and aerial state certifications, and there are other expectations that we hold them accountable to within the Stevens Point Fire Department.
So does he already have certifications, or would he have to grant that?
No, he has all of his certifications needed.
Okay.
And this is an appointment. He is the next most senior firefighter paramedic to receive this appointment. I have talked to him, and at this point, if the board so chooses, we are going to move forward with that appointment.
Okay.
Yes, Chief.
By him becoming an MPO, that takes him off of the ambulance service?
No. So our motor pump operators, I don't want to misspeak, I got to think real quickly here. All of our motor pump operators in the Stevens Point Fire Department are also paramedics. And so if a third out ambulance call would come in, that motor pump operator potentially would have to go out on that third out or fourth out ambulance.
Thank you.
Okay, we're still looking for a motion.
I'll make a motion to appoint firefighter paramedic Peter Ostrowski to MPO.
Okay, do we have a second?
Kirschling will second that.
Kirschling seconds. Questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor of appointing firefighter paramedic Peter Ostrowski to a motor pump operator position, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Agenda item number 4, discussion possible action to hire, promote new battalion chiefs. Chief Moody.
So the Stevens Point Fire Department just finished up a Chiefs Assessment Center process this past week, and I'd like to bring forward a few names for recommendation here today. First, I'm recommending a conditional offer be made to Brandon Hageman as a new battalion chief within the Stevens Point Fire Department.
Spell the last name, please.
Hageman.
What does Brandon currently do?
Currently, he is the lead instructor at Midstate Technical College for the Fire Associate's degree.
Okay.
And he oversees a lot of the emergency medical services through the fire side of the house at Midstate Technical College. As the lead instructor, he oversees a lot of the different programs online and in person, and then also currently is working for DePere Fire.
Oh, okay.
And he's got experience on Rochester as a full-time firefighter as well, and comes with a lot of other experience.
For what it's worth, I met Brandon. I think he'd be a fantastic addition to the Stevens Point Fire Department. He comes with a lot of experience, and he seems like he would fit into our department very well. So I'll make a motion to hire Brandon Hageman as a new battalion chief.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to hire Brandon Hageman as a battalion chief. Do we have any further questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Agenda item number 5 is request to hire or promote battalion chiefs at Step 3 of the City of Stevens Point pay plan. Step 3, level
Grade Q.
grade Q.
Correct. So I'm also requesting that with this conditional offer, along with it goes the conditional offer for grade Q, step 3 of the city pay plan be offered with this. And that would follow, and I am following city policy when I'm requesting this. And with the approval here, we can take it to a subcommittee within the city and get that approval during this conditional offer. It does not have to go then in front of committees or council.
Okay.
Seems to me that would be appropriate.
I agree.
He again, the reason I'm asking for this is in city policy, it states that if the individual's coming to us during a time of need, when we're short-staffed, if they're coming with exceptional qualifications or experience or with a promotion, I think we are still in that time of need within the City of Stevens Point Fire Department. And second, to have a battalion chief with not only a bachelor's, what was preferred, but a master's degree, and it's related to what we're doing within the Stevens Point Fire Department, I think that meets the needs of that policy within the city.
Is he working towards his doctorate?
I do not know.
Okay.
Okay. Where are we at? Looking for a motion.
I'll make a motion to promote Brandon Hageman and set him at, I don't know that promote would be the right word, but start him at step 3 of the Stevens Point pay plan.
Are you looking for a motion as in regards to just like a blanket thing to hire or promote?
Nope, so this would be
Okay.
separate. So
Okay.
the recommendation from the body is that we would offer him a conditional offer. Now, with that conditional offer, I need to
Okay,
have,
so this is just specific to him, this isn't just in regards to...
correct,
Okay,
it is
okay.
specific to him.
Okay.
And then with your approval today, I would then have to take this to a subcommittee of the city.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So.
Joe, this was grade Q,
Step 3.
Grade Q, step 3.
step 3.
Okay, let me think about this. So we'll, I'm going to make a motion to hire Brandon Hegman with a conditional offer to start at step 3, grade Q for the Stevens Point Fire
Okay.
Department, with the Stevens Point Fire Department.
And we need a second on
I'll
this.
second it.
Okay, we have a second from Morozek. Any other questions? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. That was the end of agenda item number 5. Moving on to item 6, discussion with possible action to hire or promote a division chief of training. Chief?
So I, again, with a lot of assistance going through the assessment center this past week, I'm recommending that a conditional offer be made to hire Anthony Ewing as our new division chief of training.
Spell last name.
E-W-I-N-G.
Is he new to the fire department?
He would be a new member of the Stevens Point Fire Department, coming from Grafton, down in the southeast part of the state.
What's his training experience?
So he has experience on multiple different departments, some of those being full-time, some of those being combination, and comes again with a lot of background experience that we're looking for within the Stevens Point Fire Department right now. Currently, we have a lot of instructor ones within our department, but to perform and provide better training to the Stevens Point members, I was looking for somebody with potentially instructor 2 or some live fire instructor experience or training. He not only has that, but he also has instructor 3 and has plans to continue to move forward if given this offer within our department as well.
Chief, with the running of the training center out on Crosby, out by the,
Up on Whiting Avenue?
Wedding Hour, would that fall under his control?
Correct. And with the
And
new...
he's aware of that, too.
Yes, and with the new purchase of our burn facility, that'll be put together and built out there next year, with him having fire instructor 2 and 3, he would be able to lead that live fire training for our department. So that's key. That's key.
Vital position to have.
It is.
Okay.
Those are vital certifications to have for this position.
I motion that we make a conditional offer to hire Anthony Ewing as the division chief of training.
Kirschling, second.
I feel like we got to go to a
I've been
class.
hogging all those motions in seconds. So,
Yeah, you are the liaison.
yeah.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any other comments or questions?
All I want to say is, Chief, this is really exciting. You're bringing this all to us. I can tell you and your staff have been working hard to fill in a lot of key vital positions. So I thank you personally.
Thank you.
For doing all this.
Any other comments or questions? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Agenda item number 7, request to hire or promote division chief at step 3 of the City of Stevens Point pay plan, level Q, correct?
Grade Q.
Grade Q. Moving on.
Correct. So I'm also requesting that the new division chief, if he accepts the position, would start at grade Q, step 3, for those same reasons that we discussed with Brandon.
I'll make a motion to hire Anthony Ewing at Division Chief, Grade Q, Step 3, of the City of Stevens Point pay plan.
I would second that motion, especially in light of the fact that it is so difficult to get the qualified people we need.
Yes.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Chief, before we end up, you wanted to make comment about,
2 other things.
okay, now would be the time, I guess.
Perfect. So just going off of what you had said, Commissioner Taylor, I would just like to add and thank everybody for helping out as well through this process. From putting together the posts in HR or our administrative assistant with their packets, to other people sitting on the panels, including or the assessment center. Chief Williams sat on the assessment center again and has always been willing to help us out. Everyone has worked hard in order to bring these names in front of the commission. And with that, I knew that that question was going to come up earlier, that you had asked where we would be at this point moving forward within the Stevens Point Fire Department. And I'd like to point out that as of last week, our department was 10 positions short. By next Monday, if everyone that we offer positions to today accepts, we will be down to 4 positions short within our department. 4 positions. So it's a turning point for the Stevens Point Fire Department, and it goes to show that the men and women of the Stevens Point Fire Department have stepped up, and they're working diligently and hard, day in and day out, along with additional help from other resources here in the community and other city departments to make this happen. So I really appreciate that and just want to thank all of them.
Outstanding.
That's why we are here this morning, because it's important enough to call a special meeting to get this expedited, because we need to get back to staff as fast as we can.
Correct.
100% agree.
So thank you all for being here.
I'll just say that I think Chief Moody has been doing an excellent job. I mean, you go from 10 to 4 in filling these positions. It's no easy task. He's done a great job. I've met some of these candidates, and it's just not filling positions. It's getting the right people in the right place, and that's very important. So,
Okay.
very good.
I assume, Chief, that there is a plan in stake to fill the last 4 also.
Well, we aren't going to quit. We're going to
these
keep
are-
moving forward.
And these are mainly entry level, or no, there are a couple battalion chiefs, right?
So at this point, we would still have 1 battalion chief position open, which is still an open-ended process that we have posted out on the city website. And then we would also have 3 firefighter paramedic positions then, 1 on each crew that we would have vacant.
Okay, we need to get back to our motion on the floor before we drift off any further. So we have a motion to hire Anthony Ewing at a level Q step 3 as the Division Chief of Training. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. And we are adjourned.
A video of this meeting is available for viewing on the city's website, stevenspoint.com/videos.